The same group of people that taught us our history also taught us our religion, and they also controlled the daily news reports that we receive. They're the same group of people with the same agenda. From our classrooms to our daily news reports and to our churches, it's never been about teaching us the truth. It's always been about shaping our minds in ways that makes us much more easier to control. They've been shaping our minds in this way since birth. And they've conditioned us to never question any of the lies that they tell us to believe. The white society sits upon a throne of white exalting and mental enslaving lies. They gave us our God and taught us that God is white. In doing so, they falsely exalted themselves within our subconscious minds, while at the same time, they made God to be the same race as history's proven most ungodliest group. They falsely separated themselves from their true Neanderthal ancestors of ancient Europe, and falsely depict themselves as being the highest evolved African Homo sapiens that turned white due to migrating to the colder climates of Europe, a myth that science has recently busted. They've also taught us that our heroes are white men such as George Washington and Thomas Jefferson, although both men were brutal slave owners that raped, tortured, and murdered our enslaved ancestors. This is literally equivalent to teaching Jews that their heroes were generals who served in a Nazi army. They also taught us a false whitewashed version of history that whitewashed facts to make themselves, that were actually the villains throughout history, appear as having been the heroes. They also whitewashed facts to make themselves that have been the most unethical and most immoral group throughout history appear as being the group that has been the most, that possessed the highest ethics and moral standards throughout history. They've also whitewashed facts to make themselves that are the group that has killed and stolen the most throughout history appear as having been the group that has killed and stolen the least throughout history. And they've also taught us a false version